Hello, I'm Don Mitchell. Welcome back to Business Basics, a book that teaches you how to accomplish at least 8,000 times more in terms of your for profit enterprise or your nonprofit organization. We'll continue here with part two, looking at lesson six, which is how to expand your market by 20 times through one big perfect event. I'd like to begin, as always, by quoting from the Bible, in this case, the book of Job, chapter 8, verse 7 in the New King James Version. Though your beginning was small, yet your latter end would increase abundantly. Here's a helpful thought experiment for growing markets to much larger sizes. Imagine how you can create one big, perfect event where almost all prospects will be persuaded either to begin using your type of offering or to increase their use. Assume that you can arrange for anyone who is alive to attend the event, that you have an unlimited financial budget, and the event can be held anywhere, and that you can engage in any legal activity you wish to at the event. To help you understand what I have in mind for the thought experiment, here's an example of how such an event might be designed for a new type of online course. First, the most popular and admired celebrities and musical groups in the world are continually performing to put everyone in a good mood. Second, the best teachers and professors in the world are there, trying out the various online courses and answering questions about why this new type of online course is highly beneficial for learners. Third, the authors of each course are present to lead discussions about the advantages of taking their courses. Fourth, thousands of students who have become millionaires as a result of taking the trial versions of the courses are at hand to describe their experiences. Fifth, there are enough online computers available so that anyone can look at any course during the event and select 3 courses to take. Next, purchases of the courses are guaranteed by an insurance policy from Lloyd's of London so that customers who enroll in 3 courses and are not completely satisfied will receive double their money back. Also, free drawings for hundreds of thousands of cash prizes worth in total over $100 million are held every 5 seconds for those who have bought 3 courses. Next, for those who cannot attend, there's a live television show beaming the event to an audience of billions around the world who can log on or make toll-free telephone calls to buy these 3 courses. Finally, during the event, the World Cup soccer finals are being played live at the event site. However, if sales drop below $10 million a minute during that part of the telecast, television coverage of the World Cup match will be stopped. I'm sure this example gives you some sense of what one big attention-getting event might accomplish. I'm sure you can do better. Now, create an unlimited resources version of how to kickstart your type of offering on the most effective scale through one event. After you finish with this intriguing assignment, next assume you have no money to do the same event and see how you might execute it. While recreating something so effective at no cost may at first seem impossible, consider that in many cases people help others for wholly non-financial reasons. Chances are good that you can attract many of the same people and resources by simply earmarking a substantial percentage of the revenues generated by the event to various popular charities that the prospective customers and resource providers routinely support. Since your online courses cost very little to provide, you have the ability to raise tens of millions of dollars for each of these charities if enough people buy. Such a great event will also be attractive to many of those who would substantially benefit by gaining access to a large audience. How can you create one big event while using few resources to expand your market by 20 times? I use helping charities as an example to suggest some possible answers in the following sections. First, how can you increase the perceived importance of attending the event? In this case, I'd like to quote from the book of Isaiah, chapter 4, verse 2. In that day, the branch of the Lord shall be beautiful and glorious, and the fruit of the earth shall be excellent and appealing. Highly regarded causes often draw celebrities and their fans alike. Start by learning what causes and activities are most attractive to the prospective customers you want to attend. Next, design better incentives to attend than prospective customers usually receive. Few serious fans of anything can resist the lure of seeing their favorite celebrities, exciting publicity about a fun occasion, being well treated, receiving something for nothing, joining the excitement of an energized crowd, and continue contributing to doing good. You can also be sure most celebrities will do whatever they can to turn out those they influence. If the celebrities agree to do cause-related fundraising to encouraging purchase of your offerings, many more people will want to buy. In addition, the charities will work overtime to turn up friends and relatives of their existing supporters to attend your event. So your assignment is to determine what benefits are most appealing for attracting to your event the best prospects for your offerings. Consider how such benefits can be made available inexpensively at your event. Next, let's look at who needs to be at the event to attract maximum attention. Here we return to the book of Job, in this case, chapter 12, verse 32. And I, if I am lifted up from the earth, will draw all peoples to myself. If the attention-getting celebrities who attend are somehow connected to or credible concerning the offerings you want to encourage, your publicity will work even better. Note that you can draw attention both by attracting appealing people to the event and by attracting reporters and other media types to cover your event in high-profile ways that will intrigue still more people. Sir Richard Branson, for instance, often helps attract such attention for his new business launches by simply being there as the organization's owner and leader. As a result of attracting appealing people and the media, tens of millions more people will see coverage of your event, including many potential customers. So your assignment is to identify the 10 people who could draw the most potential buyers to your event, and then research what would most likely motivate each of these 10 people to attend. Now I'd like to quote from the book of Acts, chapter 3, verses 1 through 10. Now Peter and John went up together to the temple at the hour of prayer, the 9th hour, and a certain man lame from his mother's womb was carried, whom they laid daily at the gate of the temple, which is called Beautiful, to ask for alms from those who entered the temple, who, seeing Peter and John about to go into the temple, asked for alms. And fixing his eyes on him with John, Peter said, "Look at us." So he gave them his attention, expecting to receive something from them. Then Peter said, "Silver and gold I do not have, but what I do have I give you. In the name of Jesus Christ of Nazareth, rise up and walk." And he took him by the right hand and lifted him up. And immediately his feet and ankle bones received strength. And he, leaping up, stood and walked and entered the temple with them, walking, leaping, and praising God. And all the people saw him walking and praising God. Then they knew that it was he who sat begging alms at the beautiful gate of the temple. They were filled with wonder and amazement at what had happened. Doing something dramatic that's totally unexpected attracts great attention. So Richard Branson, for instance, launches new businesses with stunts that people talked about for years. For the launch of Virgin Bridal, he wore a white wedding dress. If you aren't a celebrity, other unexpected methods can still work well. For example, the website half.com persuaded a town in Oregon to change its name to half.com, Oregon, creating headline news around the world. Christo, the famous artist, may take over a major part of a town with a jaw-dropping display as he did in 2005 when he built temporary fabric-draped gates all over New York Central Park, drawing millions of visitors to walk under the openings, most of whom would normally avoid Central Park like the plague. Christo funds such public displays by selling drawings and small mock-ups in advance to collectors who usually turn a tidy profit from their purchases. Jordan's Furniture, a retailer in the Boston area, provided so many appealing customer promotions during its Avon, Massachusetts store opening that police closed the roads to the store in the interest of public safety and stopped people from entering the store. The company's owners went on the radio with a quickly concocted advertisement, pleading with people to stay home and to visit instead on another occasion. And millions of people eventually did, drawn in part by wondering what the fuss could all be about. Your assignment here is to consider unexpected low-cost promotional activities that could attract interest in your event and your offerings, both for those who attend and for those who simply hear about the activities and do not attend. So let's now look at the final question for this lesson. How can you turn the initial attention into repeat purchases? Here I want to quote from the book of Genesis, chapter 41, verse 57. So all countries came to Joseph in Egypt to buy grain, because the famine was severe in all lands. Begin rapid market expansion by educating potential customers to encourage trying and purchasing your offerings during the event. Ensure that people can access whatever samples, mock-ups, and other tryouts they might need before they buy. Car dealers often accomplish such exposure by having hundreds of brand new vehicles available for test drives at special events authorized by organizations whose members and guests can afford the vehicles. After driving a brand new vehicle with its appealing new smell and great feel, few people are going to feel satisfied driving home with the vehicle they came in. Having special offers available, people would be foolish to pass up. If you are pretty sure that people would like what they experience, be aggressive. Consider the potential benefits and costs of making the offer seem to be essentially free and immensely desirable. A car dealer, for instance, might make an offer of no payments for 2 years to anyone who signs up for a 5-year lease. This offer could be made affordable by simply shifting the payments plus a little interest cost that would normally be made in the first 2 years into the lease payments for years 3, 4, and 5. Resulting leases could be sold to a vehicle manufacturer's financing unit for cash, so the dealer's finances would not be strained. Your assignment here is to develop ways for prospective customers to try your offerings and begin using them to make it irresistible to purchase now, as well as in the future. When you combine more ways to make your event appealing and effective, you will gain added benefits. The following event planning assignments will assist you in achieving even more market growth and greater market share gains. First, locate at least 25 ways you can attract almost all current and potential large purchasers of your type of offering to an event and motivate them to buy and make long-term commitments that will expand some or all of your market by at least 20 times. Second, identify what permanent competitive advantages you can gain in adopting such big event methods. And third, determine the best ways you could operate the same or an even better event with no upfront expenditures by you or your organization. So I hope this lesson has stimulated your thinking, encouraged you, excited you, and perhaps even give you a useful place to start or two. I hope you'll be back soon as we look at more ways to add customers in huge amounts. In the meantime, goodbye for now. May God bless you, your family, and all you do in the name of Jesus.